Now Nate is working on his lab, putting Morphex into his new weapons called the Chia Claws, which he actually made them for Devin for his upcoming new mode, by which Steel wanted to go out exploring, which Nate actually tell him no, but he actually wanted to do things with him since they're brothers. But we actually can tell that they wanted to do things together like brothers supposed to do, and we actually can tell that Steel wanted to be closer. So Devin actually came in and actually asked Steel if he could play basketball, which he never played before, in which he actually going with Devin to play basketball, in which Nate have never played before. So we actually had to another scene where Blaze created a new robotron called Clonetron. He actually had the ability to clone anything that his blaster touched. So we actually seen him using that to his advantage, and we actually see he didn't put no data chip on it as well, which we seen back in the lab. They're enjoying themselves for a break, but we actually saw Steel crash into a table. Then Nate is angry that he almost broke the new cheetah claws, in which he actually say that if he doesn't actually behave himself in the lab, that he shouldn't be there, which upsets Steel so much. But we actually saw Blaze and the Clonetron, and then the Tronics are at the city, which they actually fight, which we actually saw Nate and Steel became uncooperative during the battle, by which we saw the Clonetron create a copy of Steel, which back at the base we saw the commander actually say that their performance was disappointing, but we actually knew that they actually have actually communicating not well, by which the Clonetron have created a copy of Nate of himself, which he actually went inside and tried to destroy the computer so the Rangers won't use their swords. In which he actually met Steel, and then he actually apologized for what he actually did, and we actually saw Nate actually carrying the stuff to the lab, in which he told Zoe that the reason why he hated baseball is because he doesn't know how to play baseball. And since he actually has Steel as his brother, we actually can tell that he actually doesn't know how. And which Steel was actually upset that Nate actually has said that, by which he actually saw the clone Nate and he about to destroy the computer, but then Steel stopped him, in which they actually fight, in which the Rangers, including the real Nate, had come, which with a clone Tron actually came, and he made a clone of himself of Steel, by which they can actually tell which is the real Steel. Is that Steel actually said that he's sorry that he's not always a good brother, but he's always trying to become one, by which he's always there for him every time he needs, in which they can tell that's the real Steel, but the fake one has destroyed the computers after making the getaway, in which the Clonetron actually unmorphed himself, which the others fight the Clonetron, while Nathan Steele is working on the computers, which they made a new Giga Droid called the Clone Droid, and they actually deploy it, which Devin have actually used his Razor Sword battle mode to fight the clone droid, but he made a clone of the battle mode of himself, which they actually battled each other. And after Zoe and Ralphie destroyed the clone Tron, they actually went on their swords to actually help Devin, in which they fired missiles at the clone Zord, and they actually combined into the B-Sex Megazord and destroy the clone droid altogether. But back at the lab, we saw Nate doing a paper basketball, and Steele said that he did learn how to play basketball, by which we actually see them apologize to each other and they can forgive each other. And they also learn how to play basketball, which Steele launched Nate into a basketball hoop, which he actually, which they got 2 points and they enjoying themselves. Now we actually saw a new Robotron called Clonetron, and copy anything and turn itself into a copy person. But what's really actually got me excited about this episode is that it actually shows how brothers always got each other's backs and they always protect each other because they don't actually let nobody stand between brothers. In which hopefully the episode will teach us the exact lesson that we need to learn. And I cannot wait to see what other lessons they're going to be on the next episode next weekend. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about the episode. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr, and like my Facebook page. Until then, this is Anime Guy Jordan here saying sign out. Laters.